gonna show you guys how to turn yourselves into Bratz dolls. No, not that. Get that out of here. While it looks like those are super artistic and creative, today I'm gonna show you guys how I make myself look like a Bratz doll on a regular basis. Basically, I'm gonna show you guys my normal makeup routine that I've been doing as of late, which is super Bratz inspired with this like cut crease wing action going on and everything. So with that said, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so I've already gone ahead and prepped my face with my base, that rhymed, and I used CoverGirl True Blend Matte Foundation mixed with Born This Way Foundation. I've just found this to be a winning combination for me personally. I used NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and then I put down some Maybelline Fit Me powder under my eyes to catch any fallout. I figured I should just go ahead and do my base since it's basically the same in every video. So I figured I might as well not waste time with it. I haven't contoured or anything like that. I've just done my concealer. So now I'm actually gonna mix palettes, which I don't usually do just because I wanna get a very specific look. In the Bratz TV show, the dolls always have very contrasting colors, like sometimes even just two primary colors. Like it's not usually like a natural transition shade and then a bold shade on the lid. It's like, no, blue and then pink or something like that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a blue that kind of matches my hair and then a sparkly pink. So for the blue, I'm gonna use the Shop Hush Bad Habit Atlantis palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade, I hope this is the shade, I'll explain why in a second, but I'm gonna go in with the shade that I think is Deep Sea. So the reason I said I hope this is the shade is because I actually dropped this palette and all of the little shadows popped out. So that was great. But I actually really love this palette. It's supposed to be, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Tarte had an April Fool's joke earlier this year where they said that they were gonna release a new palette and it was all these blues and everyone was kind of excited, and then realized it was April Fool's and we're like, oh wait. And then sure enough, the joke was that they weren't releasing that and it was just a recolor of their Heat palette. Well, this company, Shop Hush / Bad Habit Beauty, they make dupes, and I've covered them before, but they basically make dupes and knockoffs all the time. This is the one palette that technically isn't a dupe or knockoff because while they didn't come up with the idea, neither did Tarte. They just recolored one of their palettes. So they actually came out with it and said, hey, we made that recolored palette and it's literally my favorite. So Tarte, you lost out on some money because if you'd actually released that palette, I would have bought it. So now that I've patted Deep Sea kind of into my crease, I'm gonna take Vanished. Again, I hope that's the shade. They all got mixed up when I dropped the palette. And I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer and cut my crease. And a really good tip for cutting your crease that I don't remember who taught it to me, but when they did, I freaked out, and I think I've shared it like once before, but I think it was on my Instagram story, not like on here. But if you take your concealer and you kind of line your eye with it and then look up, that's where you should cut your crease. I just love that because it's kind of like a perfect guide of where to go, because that's my biggest problem with cutting creases is I never know how far I should actually go. So for this Bratz look, you're gonna wanna go and extend this concealer out into like a little wing, and this will all make sense. There is a method to this madness, even though this is not like revolutionary, but I don't think I usually do this unless I'm doing like a Bratz inspired look. But yeah, when you're done, you should have something like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye real fast. Okay, so I have cut my crease. I have prepped it with concealer. Now it is time to apply the shade on the actual eye. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Beam from the Lime Crime Venus 3 palette, which I've like used like once, even though it looks like I've dug into this a bunch of times. I've never really used this palette, but it's a Venus palette, so I'll probably love it. Oh god, yep, love it. Already love it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which if you aren't, why? But if you guys do follow me on there, then you probably saw that this video was supposed to come out on Sunday and totally was gonna come out on Sunday, and then Premiere crashed. I've started using Premiere to edit my videos because I've recently learned how to use Premiere, and because of that I'm like, okay, well, let me step up the game of my videos and edit on like the best software I can instead of just iMovie, so I can put in different effects and fix the lighting and fix the audio. Like my last video, even though there were some audio glitches, and I know why those happened, and it's just because I wasn't careful and that's my own fault, but you saw that the quality was way better than what I usually do, and I was super proud of that. So I decided to keep editing using Premiere, and I realized something, and this is probably what you'll notice in videos after this one even. I'm only gonna edit videos that need to be edited on Premiere because Premiere is a finicky mistress, and at least iMovie autosaves everything. I had Premiere set to autosave, but it didn't. Like, everything I did crashed, and you guys should know the part of the reason I'm just refilming this is because I didn't really like the quality of the video I did before. I kind of rambled a lot. The video ended up being like almost 30 minutes long, and I kind of hated that. So I was kind of fine with scrapping it, but the main reason I scrapped it was because when Premiere crashed, I was done, and what it had auto-saved was well before I was even close to being done. Like it basically, all the work I had done that day was erased. And so I got super frustrated. I was like, I'm not gonna get this done in time because I had it like, I was literally about to export it. I was doing one thing and it crashed when I was like just fixing the audio. So it was literally done. I was very upset. So yeah, I'm actually gonna edit this one on iMovie and only edit videos that have to be done in Premiere when there's like something complicated going on in Premiere. But this one is just a simple tutorial. It should be fine being in iMovie. That was a random rant, but I just felt the need to address that and just let you guys know why this video is coming out on a Wednesday, or should be coming out on Wednesday. Okay, so now that we have our base shadows done, I really like how this looks. We're gonna go ahead and get into the liner, which is the part I hate. This is the wrong liner, which is the part I hate. It's also what kind of defines this look though, so you have to. So what I'm basically going to do is create a cat eye, kind of. It's basically a cat eye, but the most important part is to drag it out in the center because that's going to be the most dramatic part of the look. So I'm going to take the Kat Von D Dagger eyeliner and kind of draw out the shape, and then I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl liner pen to fill it in. See, I don't have to even drag it all the way out because the CoverGirl pen is going to cover that up. I just need to make the general shape because it's hard to be precise with that CoverGirl pen, but it's easier to like color things in with it. And this isn't nearly as opaque as I want it to be. I just need to kind of give myself a guide of where I need to go. I'm going to also do the inside. This is really important for you guys to see, so I'm going to zoom in. I don't know why I always do this, but I always make this one straighter than this one. But whatever, that's pretty much exactly what I want. I'm just gonna fill it in a bit more. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna fill it in with the CoverGirl liner. I messed up the wing a bit. We're just gonna live with it because if I try to fix it, I'm just gonna ruin the look. So we're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. So that looks very similar to what the dolls had in like the TV shows. I'm super happy with that. I think I'm mimicking Chloe's look a little bit. It might be the reverse. I can't remember if she had pink on the top or the bottom. I didn't want to reference them really because I want to do my own thing and make my own Bratz OC, which is me, myself, and I. I haven't slept a lot lately. All right, now the base of the eyes is done. We're gonna come back to them, but I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face first. Before I do, it'll make sense. It might not make sense. This is just how I do things. So I'm gonna sweep off this excess powder and also the little bit of fallout that it caught, which is why I put on the excess powder, by the way. I don't remember who I got that trick from. I'm pretty sure it was Jackie Aina, who I love, and you guys know this. But you put excess powder underneath your eyes, to catch fallout so that you can just sweep it away after and you didn't just ruin your whole look. I'm gonna do contour, brush, and highlight, and I'm gonna go over them very quickly because none of this is that different from what I normally do. I'm gonna talk a bit while I do them because I have a couple of things I wanna tell you guys and talk about. So really quick, I'm going into my True Complexion contour palette from Black Radiance, and I just picked up the darkest shade, and I'm just going to contour the bridge of my nose and then use the middle shade to contour the rest of it. So one of the things I wanted to let you guys know is, like I said earlier, I'm starting to use Premiere to edit my videos, and all of these little changes are just because I want to up the quality of my videos. Like, I was looking over my channel and there aren't that many videos that I can honestly say I'm proud of, and that's a combination of the fact that I did a lot of them while I was in school or working, and I just didn't give them the time that they needed to be good. I was so proud of the Bratz video I did last time. I was so happy to get that up, and I was so happy with the response it got. I think as of right now, and I know by saying this, someone's gonna go over and add a dislike, but as of right now, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, it has 75 likes and no dislikes, which is insane. Like, not one of you guys disliked it. It has not that good views because YouTube's kind of broken right now, and I honestly should probably not be making videos because YouTube isn't working. If you wanna know more about that, Markiplier has an excellent video on the subject that you guys can look at. But YouTube's like, not like a joke, like, oh, they changed the algorithm and so we're getting lower views. Like, no, YouTube's like legit broken right now. So I probably shouldn't be uploading just because this video is not gonna get the reach that it should or usually does, but we're just gonna ignore that. I don't wanna get into that because that's like a whole thing. But my point is, I wasn't super proud of the quality of my videos and I wanted that to change. So first thing is I decided, okay, well, let's up the editing because I recently upped my skills as an editor. I learned how to use Premiere. I didn't know how to use Premiere before, and so now I do. I know to use Premiere and After Effects, so I'm gonna be incorporating more flashy editing into my videos. My intro, the very first one I had, like the OG one, if you've been following me for forever, I made that one. The second one my friend made, and I added a couple of graphics to it. This last one I made myself, and I'm super proud of that. Even though it's kind of simple, I just like it, and it adds to the aesthetic of my channel, and I'm just very proud to see it every time it runs, because it's like, I made this. I'm gonna go ahead and contour the rest of my face. But yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't super proud of of my videos, and that was one of the reasons. Another reason is the background. Like, I have this really cool studio space, and I would love to show it to you guys, but it's a mess because when I moved into my apartment, I didn't fully move in, like, properly. Like, I just kind of got the basics in so I could live my life and make decent videos, and that's it. So recently, just due to some things that have happened in my life, I've finally taken the time to fix that. And so, as you can see, there's like boxes behind me. That's my new makeup storage system. So I'm going to be, the next time you see a video from me, actually, no, the next time you see a video from me should be Wednesday, and should be Monday. You know what? I'm gonna say right now, there probably won't be a new video by Sunday. It'll probably have to be Wednesday again because pushing this video back makes me have to push the other video back, and you'll see why in a bit, but you'll see like I wouldn't have had time to work on the other video. Anyway, but yeah, this was supposed to be a really cool space to film in, and we have a really cool background like other YouTubers have. I want it to be different from other YouTubers. Like, I feel like every YouTuber has the same white background with a white cabinet and like little things that are important to them in the back, like their play button. Well, I don't have a play button, so I don't get to feature that. Now I'm gonna go into the Juvia's Place. Wow, it really doesn't want to show you the logo, but the Juvia's Place Hair and Blush palette, and I'm gonna use the color Zane very lightly because it's a really powerful pink, and I just want a little bit of an alive look to myself. But yeah, I've recently just been given a lot of cool opportunities and been noticed by a lot of brands, and I'm always super kind of embarrassed by the quality of my videos. And I know I was doing the best I could at the time, but now I have the resources to be better. So I want my videos to be better. Like, you'll probably notice little things that have been different, and that's one of them. I just wanted to say that. I want to be better. I want to do better for you guys. I want to be a real YouTuber and like a real channel. So I want to look the part, because right now my videos don't look as professional as I know they could and should be. And I also don't want to release them not as often. Like, I want to still release them weekly, but I want them to be better. So it's just gonna be a matter of me kind of getting my mojo together. Also, you guys pointed out, I haven't done a friggin' makeup video in forever. I've just been doing random shit. I'm sorry. This is a makeup channel. This isn't a makeup channel. This is kind of a whatever the fuck I want it to be channel, but like, where are the makeup tutorials? So after this Bratz series, there's gonna be a lot of makeup tutorials. So get your requests in. Get them in, because we're doing a lot of makeup now. We're doing more makeup. I'm listening to you guys. I pay attention. I am trash. Okay, where are we? Where should I do now? Gonna go ahead and take the True Complexion palette from before and use the highlight. It's called highlight. The highlight shade is called highlight. Gonna use the highlight shade and do just that. So this is like the light highlight I do kind of all over to give like an all over glow to my cheek area. God, this looks so good. I'm gonna take a frick ton of pictures after this. This looks so good. Like, not even just the eyes, just like my face looks good. I'm proud of myself right now. Am I allowed to be proud of myself? I'm proud of myself. Now I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt and I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of myself today. I'm proud. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt in Sandcastle and just doot the tip of my nose and a little bit right here because I really like having a cool nose highlight. That's like the one thing, it's so satisfying to me, like, especially like on girls of color, like when they have really poppin' nose highlights. Like, I really like that shit. I don't know why. I'm gonna wet my highlight brush with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Take the same Sandcastle Kilowatt and just lightly touch the high points of my cheeks. Very lightly. Recently, I figured out how I like to do my highlight, and it is, oh my god, yes. Yes, that, it is that. That is what I like. Except blend out a little more. Yes, bitch. That is what I like. I already like this tutorial so much better than my last one. One other thing that happened in my previous tutorial was I had to recently switch brands of contacts because I was allergic to the other brand. I had an allergic reaction to them, or that batch, or whatever. Like, my doctor figured it out. It was a long time ago. But I ran out of contacts recently and I pulled a pair out of my emergency box and I never switched the pair I was allergic to out of the emergency box, so my eyes started like watering up and I went straight up blind in the second half of the video. So when I was doing this whole part, I literally couldn't see anything. So that was great. Okay, so now that all the powders are on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and spray. I always do that step before mascara and everything just because I don't like it when the mascara starts to melt because of the setting spray. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, so I just like to play it safe. Gonna also quickly line my waterline with Pat McGrath's Permaglide pencil, which is my favorite pencil liner ever. So you may be wondering why I didn't do a shade on my lash line, like an eyeshadow shade like I usually do, and that's because for this tutorial we are mimicking the Bratz and Bratz dolls, and in the show, some dolls did, but in the show they never had any eyeshadow under their eye, which may be making you go like, ew, why, no, stop. See, it's not doing that for me because I actually kind of like it. I used to hate the idea of eyeshadow under the eye, and then I realized that it made me look ridiculous to not do it sometimes, but now I'm into it, and I actually like this. I don't know, I like the focus it gives the bottom lashes. Okay, now we're entering our last steps. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these Featherella lashes in Angel on. These are the perfect lashes for Bratz doll looks. I don't know why, they have such a Bratz-like look to them, and they end up just emphasizing the whole look. They've been my favorite lashes lately. Okay, so last step is lips, and the Bratz dolls actually have a super specific style when it comes to their lips, not only in the shape, but also just the style. It's always a dark liner with a lighter color, unless it's like a full-on dark color, but that didn't happen too often. I'm not gonna go as light as some of the Bratz dolls did, which, I'm not gonna go as light as some of the Bratz dolls do. I'm gonna take the CoverGirl liner in Plum Partner and line my lips. Okay, so now that my lips are lined and look absolutely ridiculous, I'm gonna take this CoverGirl Sephora Collection shade, which is either 10 or 11, I don't know, that they actually customized for me. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's me on it. Isn't that cool? It's 10 or 11. I got two. One was 10 and one was 11, and it doesn't actually say on the tube which one is which. So I'm gonna take that shade, which is a cream lipstick, and apply it to my lips. And that's pretty much it. This is how I turn myself into a Bratz doll on a daily basis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what's going on, let me know what you thought of the look, let me know what you thought in general of things and life and such as, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!